Draco walks into the library, eyes scanning the room. He was supposed to meet with a study group, but his mind was elsewhere. As he weaves through the stacks, he catches sight of you sitting at a table in a quiet corner. You're engrossed in a book, heat pack on your stomach, seemingly focused on your work, for once not paying attention to your surroundings. He slows his pace, watching you for a moment. You looked strangely adorable, all focused, and bloody hell, why did he have to notice that? He rolls his eyes, trying to shake the thought. He was supposed to be annoyed with you, not thinking about how cute you looked. He takes a deep breath and continues walking, his footsteps quiet against the library carpet. But just as he's about to pass your table, something makes him stop. He glances over at you again, this time noting the slight pained expression on your face. Damn it. Against his better judgment, he finds himself stepping towards your table, his gaze lingering on the heat pack on your stomach. He stops beside the table, his hands in his pockets as he looks down at you. You don't seem to have noticed his presence yet, too engrossed in your book. He hesitates for a moment before speaking, his voice surprisingly gentle. You alright? He asks, his gaze flickering to the heat pack again. Damn it all, why was he even asking? You look up, startled to find him standing there. At first, there's surprise in your eyes, a hint of that familiar annoyance lingering. But then something else takes over, something you try to push down. Surprise at the genuine tone in his voice. A slight flutter in your chest. You try to ignore both as you respond. I'm fine, you answer, feigning nonchalance. Just period cramps. He raises an eyebrow at your response, his sharp blue eyes studying your face. He can tell you're trying to play it off like it's nothing, but the tension in your expression betrays you. For a moment he's tempted to tease, to make some sarcastic remark about how adorable you look all scrunched up in pain. But for some reason, he can't bring himself to say it. Something about your expression makes him hesitate. Doesn't look like fine, he retorts, his gaze dropping to the heat pack on your abdomen. You try to brush off his concern. It's just annoying more than anything. I've had worse cramps before. He nods, his gaze flickering over you again. He can see the pain etched on your features despite your attempt to hide it. Your stubbornness is as clear as day, but still. His eyes linger on the heat pack on your stomach, a strange concern tugging at his chest he can't explain. Damn it. He doesn't want to care, but there's something about seeing you in pain that's making it very hard not to. He clears his throat, his gaze meeting yours again. How bad does it hurt? He finds himself asking, almost against his will. There's a small part of you that wants to lie, tell him it's nothing, that you don't need his concern, but for some reason you find yourself answering honestly. It hurts like hell. You mutter, wincing as another cramp hits. You lean back in your chair, your grip on the heat pack tightening. I've taken the pain relief potion, so it'll ease off soon. Draco's gaze softens slightly at your response, your honesty surprising him. He can see the pain, the way you're trying not to show it, and it's making something unfamiliar tighten in his gut. Concern. Damn it, why was he so bloody concerned right now? He takes a step closer, his eyes flickering to the heat pack on your stomach again. He doesn't know what's gotten into him, but he finds himself speaking without thinking. You sure the heat pack is helping? It looks a little inadequate. You give a small scoff, your usual sass returning despite the cramping. Oh, so now you're a medical expert, and here I thought you didn't give a damn. You narrow your eyes, your voice tinged with a mix of defiance and pain. And for your information, the heat pack is helping. Not that it's any of your business. Draco rolls his eyes at your defiant response, a familiar smirk tugging at his lips. He can't deny that he missed this, the way you always seem to push back against him, giving as good as you got. Just making an observation, love, he retorts, using the nickname he knew you hated. His gaze flickers to the heat pack again, his expression still holding that hint of strange concern. It doesn't look big or hot enough, though. Barely covering half of your stomach. You glare up at him, annoyance prickling in your chest. He was infuriating, as per usual, and now he was criticizing your choice of heat pack? Seriously, it covers enough, you git. You snap, your voice a mix of pain and irritation. And the hell do you know about period cramps anyway? You're a bloke. He chuckles softly, his smirk widening at your sharp retort. He always did enjoy getting under your skin. But there was something about the way you were trying to hide your pain that made him hesitate to push you further. I may be a bloke, but I do have eyes, love, and from what I can see, that heat pack is clearly not doing much for you. Without even thinking about it, he takes another step closer, his eyes fixed on you. He really shouldn't care so goddamn much. The nickname annoys you even more. Why the hell was he being so observant? And why was it making your stomach flutter? Stupid handsome prick. And what would you suggest I do then? Your voice is sharp, since you seem to be such an expert on period cramps all of a sudden. You glare up at him, stubbornly refusing to back down. Even through the pain, you didn't want to admit he might have a point. His smirk deepens, his gaze unwavering as he takes in your defiant stance. You were always so damn stubborn, it was damn near infuriating and stupidly attractive. He takes another step closer, his voice low and teasing. Maybe a bigger heat pack. Something that covers your entire stomach instead of just half. He pauses, his gaze drifting on your stomach again. Then, before he can stop himself, he adds, "Or I've heard skin-to-skin contact can be very effective. It helps with the cramps." Your eyes widen at his words, a flush creeping up your cheeks before you can stop it. You quickly try to cover it with a scoff, hoping he didn't notice. Skin-to-skin contact? You repeat, your voice a mix of disbelief and annoyance. Was he seriously suggesting the two of you touching? He was clearly just messing with you again, trying to get a rise out of you like always. But the image those words brought to mind made your stomach flutter in a way you didn't want to admit. Draco's smirk widens at your reaction, the flush on your cheeks not going unnoticed. He was starting to enjoy the way he could fluster you. It was oddly satisfying, and damn adorable. He takes another step closer, practically towering over you now. "Don't act like you haven't heard of it before, love," he teases, his tone low and a little too goddamn suave. Skin-to-skin contact can be quite effective for easing pain and cramps. Something to do with body heat and oxytocin, or something like that. You swallow hard, trying to ignore the fluttering in your chest as he steps closer, almost caging you in between the table and him. He was too damn close, and that smirk on his face was way too damn attractive. Damn him. You quickly try to push the thought away, feigning nonchalance. "And I should trust you on that?" You scoff, trying not to shiver at the way he said the stupid nickname. "Are you suddenly some kind of pain and cramp expert now?" Draco's smirk only widens at your defiance. The way you tried to act like you weren't affected by him, even while he was so close, it was almost endearing. Damn it! How could he find it cute when you were being so damn stubborn? He leans in a little closer, his voice lowering to a low rumble that sent another flutter through you. "Not an expert, love," he murmurs, his breath warm against your ear. "Just someone with a good memory and a decent knowledge of biology." You can feel his breath against your skin, and his presence so close is making it difficult to think straight. You desperately try to hold on to your usual defiant demeanor even as your heart races. "And what exactly are you proposing then? That we touch?" The question comes out as more of a whisper, betraying the effect he's having on you. Damn it, why did he have to be so close? Why did he have to smell so good? Draco suppresses a smirk at the hitch in your breathing, the way your eyes widen and your cheeks flush a shade deeper. He could tell you were trying and failing to maintain your usual facade. The fact that he was having this kind of effect on you, despite the fact that you were clearly in pain, made a strange sense of pride swell in his chest. "You're catching on, love," he murmurs, his voice dangerously low as he leans even closer. Exactly that. Your heart flutters in your chest as he leans even closer. His proximity, coupled with the damn nickname, is making it difficult to think straight. Your mind is a mess of conflicting emotions, annoyance, confusion, and something else you're too scared to admit even to yourself. "This is ridiculous," you manage to murmur, your voice coming out in a bit of a gasp as he cages you in against the table, his gaze locked onto yours. "You're just messing with me, like you always do." He can practically hear the racing of your heart, the way your words come out in a bit of a gasp. Damn it, he was enjoying himself too damn much. "Oh, I won't deny that I'm messing with you a little," he murmurs, his voice low and teasing. "But I'm also being completely serious here, love. Skin-to-skin contact could actually help your cramps." His words send another flutter through your chest, your stubbornness warring with the fact that he's actually making sense. You know he's enjoying this, messing with you even when you're in pain. And yet, a part of you can't help but entertain the idea, even just for a moment. You try to push it away though, trying to feign indignation instead. "Why do you don't care about me. You hate me." You manage to murmur, your voice coming out a little too breathy for you to sound convincing. Draco lets out a low chuckle, his smirk widening at the way you struggle to sound defiant, even as your words come out in a slightly breathless gasp. He steps closer still, his body almost pressing against yours. That may be true, and yet here I am, trying to offer a pain-relieving solution. Your breath hitches as he takes another small step closer, the proximity almost overwhelming. You can feel the heat radiating from him, his body pressed against yours, pinning you, no, trapping you, against the table. Your heart rate quickens, the flutter in your chest getting more intense. Damn him for being so close, for being so goddamn handsome, and for offering something you know could help. Against your better judgment, you find yourself whispering, "Prove it." Draco's smirk deepens. He can see the conflict in your eyes. The part of you fighting with the part of you that desperately wants some kind of relief from the pain. It's endearing in a way. He leans in even closer, almost whispering the words into your ear. His voice is low, almost sultry, his words sending an electric jolt down your spine. Gladly. Part of you still wants to deny this, to shove him away, and continue with the usual banter. But the other part, the part that's desperate for relief, that's tired of the pain, that's secretly attracted to this arrogant, infuriating bastard. He moves slightly, one hand coming up to rest on your waist, the other on the table next to you, effectively trapping you between his arms. His voice is low and teasing, his eyes never leaving yours. "Come now, love. Let me prove it to you." You shiver as he moves, pinning you between his arms. You can feel his touch on your waist, his hand so damn warm it's practically searing through the fabric of your clothes. Your breathing is slightly labored, the heat from his gaze and his proximity making it hard to think. You let out a shaky exhale, a mix of pain, need, and reluctant desire. Despite your usual stubborn nature, you hear yourself whispering, "Fine." Draco's smirk deepens at your agreement, the way you give in despite your usual defiant nature. His hand tightens slightly on your waist, not enough to hurt, but just enough to keep you pinned in place, pressed against the table. He leans in even closer, his voice dropping to a low, sensual purr as he murmurs against your ear, "Good. Now, there's just one condition. You're going to have to trust me." His words send a fluster through you, a mix of trepidation and reluctant desire. Trust him? You? You're supposed to hate each other. But the pain is getting worse, and his proximity is making it really goddamn hard to think straight. You take a shaky breath, trying to find your voice as you whisper back, "And why exactly should I trust you?" He can see the internal battle you're fighting, the way your body betrays your thoughts, the way you're trying so damn hard to feign indifference. It's both endearing and irritatingly attractive. He leans in even closer, his tone low and persuasive as he murmurs, "Because, despite our usual animosity, you know I wouldn't offer something unless it was beneficial for both of us." Your cheeks flush at his words, his proximity making it difficult to string together coherent thoughts. "And what exactly do you get out of this?" A smirk tugs at the corners of Draco's lips as he absorbs your flushed cheeks and breathy response. He can tell he's getting to you, using what little remaining space there is between you, his chest practically pressed against yours as he answers your question. "I get to see the look on your face when I prove that my little solution is effective." Your breath hitches in your throat. You can feel the heat and strength radiating from him as his chest presses against yours. It's all so damn distracting, your brain going into a frenzy. The teasing lilt in his voice, the smug smirk on his face, it's all driving you insane. It takes you a moment to find your voice, your words coming out a breathless whisper. And if it's not effective? He knows he's got you right where he wants you, trapped under his gaze, his chest pressed against yours, his hands still pinning you in place. His voice low and seductive as he answers your question, his mouth right next to your ear. Then I've still accomplished something, haven't I? The heat of his proximity, the warmth of his breath against your ear, the sound of his voice, it's all so distracting, overwhelming your senses and leaving you almost dizzy. It's infuriating how attractive he is, how effortless he makes it look. You can feel your body betraying you, your heart rate quickening, and a flush spreading across your skin. You can't do much but whisper back, your voice low and breathless as you reply, "And what, may I ask, have you accomplished?" His gaze roams your face, taking in the mixture of pain and defiance and desire. His words almost a whisper as he answers your question. "Something even better." Your heart thumps in your chest as you try to steady your breathing, your brain spinning in a chaotic mess of sensations, pain, defiance, desire. He's so damn close, every part of you hyper-aware of his proximity, his hands still pinning you in place, his voice sending shivers down your spine. The way he leans in closer, his words sending a jolt through you, that damn smirk still plastered on his stupid, handsome face. You let out a shaky exhale before finally asking, And what exactly would that be? He lets out a low breath himself, his eyes never leaving yours as he murmurs the words, his lips brushing against your skin ever so softly. Making you want me.